Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And special shout out to my ladies. You know, I got a phone call from one of my personal friends. She's a lady, and she said she was watching my video. So she said, "Well, how come you don't never give a shout out to the ladies?" So, ladies, welcome. You know, I see that I have maybe 450 ladies as subscribers. Welcome to the channel. And this video again is dedicated to you. You know, in the light of all the different situations that's going on currently, you know, with ride share, with human trafficking, with sex trafficking, and all that. I just want to present to you some more options. I delayed last week not making a video. I think I skipped a week. I'm not sure. I was kind of busy, but I was waiting for a couple items to come in the mail. These two things right here, and these are this is basically these are things are legal, um, but they're options that you can carry. Right? These are only weapons unless you use it uh, as a weapon against somebody illegally. You're not defending yourself. So, but let me first start by encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you have a lady, this is part two of this series I'm doing. And ladies, it was a young lady that asked in the comment section for me to do a video on what to do if she bought a gun in the house. So I'm gonna do something on get gun safety and where to hide a gun in the house from your children, but of course, I recommend that you teach your children how to shoot so they have a healthy respect for handguns, right? So, of course, ladies, I always recommend that you, in your state, that you go out and set some money aside. You know, it might take you a month or two to get a decent gun. You could buy a Canik 9mm for about $300. Something like this used would be about $300, maybe a Chief Special or one of the newer ones, or even a Taurus revolvers. They're pretty cheap. You know, they're pretty cheap and pretty reliable. I don't put too much stress on the was it Taurus pistols, autos. You know, but a nice revolver and 38 special plus P is sufficient for your purse, especially since you carry purses. You know, something that you can put in a hobo or even a clutch. You know, gentlemen, you know when your lady has since she carries a purse a lot what they think about is if they buy a gun, how heavy the gun is going to be, how safe it is will it be for them to reach in the purse and stuff like that. So I encourage you guys to show them some of the ultralights when you go to the gun range, some of the lighter pistols, and appropriate holsters as well, so that they can comfortably carry a gun in their clutch purse or their hobo or their regular purse and not worry about accidental discharge or stuff like that. And also, like my ex-wife, she had a fanny pack when she went to go for walks in the morning. And so, ladies, if you are the type, you're into fitness, you like to run, you like to jog, you can always get a fanny pack and go for a run with the gun in a holster inside the fanny pack, or they actually sell fanny packs that have a holster built in them, and you can run with your music in your ears and all that, and look around. Just keep looking your head around, and if something happens, you got a pistol. But you remember, even though you have a pistol, you still have to exercise what's called situational awareness. You still have to know what's going on. You still have to know that that van that you saw around the corner is now on the same block as you, or coming in a different direction. You still have to notice little things like that. So, okay, right to the video. Okay, what I am showing you guys, of course, ladies, always have your cell phone if you're in the back of a car, or even if you're at the mall. Have your cell phone in your hand. You know, nowadays you have to watch yourself though, because a lot of young boys, they snatch cell phones. Y'all know that. Those of you that live in the hood, you know that they snatch cell phones. So you might want to just keep it in your pocket. Some people. They might have 911, because this is an iPhone. I believe you could do certain things to an iPhone where you can automatically dial 911 if you hit the buttons a certain amount of time or something like that. So have that ready. If you're the back of a ride share vehicle, do the same thing. But this is really what I wanted to show. Last video I showed you the straight razor or box opener. This is an old favorite back in the 90s when I used to bounce clubs. I used to grab these off of ladies all the time. But like I said in my last video, they had the really nice ones with a lot longer blade, blah, 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 blade. Excuse me. But this right here, this is a punch set. And some of you guys recognize it because you're machinists, you work with metal or even wood. What this does is basically, if you press it down, it has a spring action to it, right? And this is what I recommend this because if you put this in your purse and you put this hold this up against a window and press on it, it'll break the window. All right, and at the same time, I have huge hands, right? Right. See how big that point is. If you hit somebody with this, it's going to hurt, right? So you can hit the one. You can put your hand up against the window like this, and boom, it'll break. Especially you put it at the corner of the window, and then of course you can always stab somebody with this to protect yourself, right? But then this is the other thing that I had to wait for the longest for, and this is actually emergency car glass window break, safety glass window break. Take the tip off, and what you see, it has a pointed tip. I don't know if this is going to focus, but the lighting here is pretty bad today. My apologies. But this right here, it's pretty heavy. I'm a big dude. See how big my hands are? See how this is? This right here, you can actually keep in your purse, right? The tip isn't really sharp. It's just pointy, but it comes with a cap. They're only about $11. I shipped this. This came straight from China. It was like $11, but it comes with a cap, so you don't have to worry about going in your purse. And then, of course, it has a seatbelt cutter right there. So if you have a car, you might want to keep this in the car as well, in your purse, because if you have an accident, you can always cut yourself out of the seat and then break the glass in case you can't. The electric doors won't work, and you have to get out the window. So with this thing, of course, you can actually defend yourself with a cell phone in one hand, and then this one the other. Break the window because it will break. This is heavy too. It's not as heavy as a gun, but this is really heavy. I say this is a good 10 to 12 ounces. It's about a pound. So so you can hit the window and then defend yourself. It's like having a little hammer. You can use either end to defend yourself against somebody trying to snatch you or something like that. But of course, I always recommend you get a concealed carry license. In light of all the different things that's going on, I really encourage you to go get yourself a concealed license, a gun, and then take classes so you can get your concealed carry license, and then start carrying every day as though you're in a war. Because like I always tell guys on my channel, I said, you never pick and choose the day and time that something's going to happen. The criminal does. You might have a plan to go Christmas shopping all for the next 2 weeks. Last minute sales. You know how things just start reducing, right? And the criminals, they know that. So you have to be prepared. You have to think ahead. Of course you're not going out the door shopping, looking for trouble. No, but you're looking to be safe as well. So in case something happened, be prepared for it. And that's all I'm saying. I just encourage you guys to go out, get your concealed carry permit and everything. And also, I've noticed, when I figured out, when I went through the analytics and I saw that I had like so many women, I actually went through the pages and everything, and also the guys too. Some of you have YouTube channels, and so if you might notice, I might have commented on your channel, or male and female, and I might have subscribed to you, because I really encourage you guys to get in on YouTube as well, because you can make a little bit of money, off of YouTube, and you can. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody is valued. To me, everybody has a value. Everybody has a value, and your life circumstances and your life experiences can help somebody, because you never know what somebody else is going through. So, start a YouTube channel, man. If you start a YouTube channel, man, hit me up in the comment section or something, or hit me up on my email, and, I'll support you. I'll comment. I'll give you honest comments and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because, the world needs us to be kind to one another. because we got a whole bunch of idiots out here where we got to carry window breaking devices, cell phones, razors, and handguns. That's the proof of it, right? So let's be, let's work together and share some of our stories. Some of you guys comment in the comment section. You guys got your own stories. You guys have your own personal self defense stories. Stuff that happened to you. That you got set up with and all this kind of stuff. Make a video about it. Help other people get a heads up on what's really going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because, like one of the stories that I didn't make a story about, but it's about a time I was going to see a client in North Philly. Or was it? I don't know if it's North Philly. It might have been Kensington. And I'm going to make a story about that probably next week, and when you guys hear this story, a couple stories that I have about, clients in North Philly and Kensington, you can be like, wow, that stuff really happened. I'm like, yeah, but again, I was prepared. I didn't have that, but I had my 40 caliber on me. You know what I'm saying, with an extra mag or clip, with clip, a mag clipazine, right? So again, I just want to hope that you guys prepare yourselves for you know, the hopefully, God forbid, problem that might happen. I pray that peace is in your life and that God covers and protects you, especially you young ladies. I pray that God just cover and protect you in Jesus' name, and you don't have to worry about yourself. And fellas, the same thing with you. I hope and pray you don't get caught up in some nonsense that somebody else contrives for you, and that you're able to get yourself out of it without hurting somebody. In Jesus' name, and thank you guys for subscribing. Hey, help me out on Patreon and help me out build my Instagram followers. Thank you guys for following me. I got about 124 followers on Instagram. I'm only looking for about 1,000. Appreciate you guys comments, and I did share some videos on my stories of me shooting about 10 years ago. I actually went to an old laptop and found some more videos. So as time goes along, I'll be putting them up as well. So God bless you. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.